So I'm, fairly bullish on tech, but as you said, Joe, I'm particularly enamored with the semiconductor complex. And what I'm talking about are various semiconductor names, including semiconductor capital equipment stories, including some software companies like a Synopsys that help you design chips. Because what happens, whether you believe in AI or VR or AR or the metaverse or whatever, they're all going to demand voracious demand for computing power and speed. And so it plays right into an area that used to be super cyclical, as you said, Joe. We've both been doing this a long time. A company like Micron, at the low parts of the cycle in previous generations, went into deep losses. Last year they had their low part of the cycle. They earned $3 per share. And so I think these companies are less cyclical, more important, better growth outlook. And, tech has done so well over the years that nothing's cheap, but these are relatively cheap. So, and my favorite, as you said, is probably Micron, MU.
MU. And then included in your list, Nvidia and AMD, Qualcomm, Marvell. And the only one that isn't specifically semi is Google, I guess, GOO. GL.
Yeah, I'm always asked about the FANGs, right? A lot of people associate me with those companies, and I take a deep dive at the majors. And of course, my definition, like everybody else's definition of major tech companies, goes beyond FANGs these days. You have to include Microsoft. And out of all those stocks, I do think that Alphabet, formerly known as Google, is the play, because as the economy comes back, we have a strong market for digital advertising. And the reason I like Google more than I like Facebook is, Google comes without, some of the controversy and some of the impending regulatory stuff that Facebook has.
So what does the world look like to you that it's going to need all these chips exactly? Are you talking the cloud? Are you talking AI, VR, or metaverse? You have an avatar yet? You bought any property on the?
Not yet. And I think the metaverse is something that's a lot of smoke and mirrors right now. But wherever we go with it, and that's why I think we got our bases covered, that we're not necessarily depending on the rapid expansion of the metaverse. But the data center has been booming. That's been confirmed in recent quarterly reports, including Micron. And iterations of artificial intelligence and virtual reality and augmented reality, the autonomous vehicle, all these things are probably true, at least to some extent. Sometimes they're a little bit hyped. But the underpinnings, semiconductors that allow, the power to reign. And there's, certain companies, particularly Nvidia and AMD, which aren't particularly expensive right now. They had been more expensive, but they're going to be the leaders.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.